Hi, today we're gonna listen to Jethro Tull. The only thing I know about Jethro Tull is a few weeks ago on a live, I listened to Locomotive Breath from this live show, and it was really good. And other than that, when I was a kid, my mom told me about it, and she's like, "There's a flute," and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then she played me like sitting on a park bench, dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Da, 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 da. But da, 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 da. No, but today we're watching Nothing is Easy live at the Isle of Wight, 1970. And I'm going to try dark mode notepad so it's less bright on the eyes, as been suggested in the comments. And today I have a Yoshi shirt. All right, let's go. This is my morning hair. All right, let's go.
My God. This is actually the beginning.
Okay.
People, what have you done? Locked him in his golden cage. Golden cage. Made him bend to your religion. Him resurrected from the grave. From the He is the God of nothing, which is all that you can see. You are the God of everything, since He's inside you and me. So lean upon him gently and don't call on him to save. You from your social graces and the sins you wasted away. You wasted away. That you and Christian Muslim is waiting to be free. He claiming just a part of him, also a part of me.
Oh. Oh, cool technique. Oh, that's like, go through the day.
And a graven image Catholic with his plastic crucifix. How you get it, I think? Confusing me as to who and where and why. As to how he gets his kicks. He gets his kicks. Confessing to the endless sin with endless whining sounds.
Okay, so I don't want a playlist. I just want to stay here. Well, that was a crazy adventure. What a great video to react to. I wrote so many notes. I hope you were seeing what I was saying. I wrote a lot of stuff. But his whole I mean, when the band comes in, it sounds very progressive in a good way. Like just like this is standard progressive rock, just the way it sounds, the chords, everything. His solo in this was wilder than the ones I saw in his other videos. And like I said, him acting like, weird panting and then like grabbing his crotch and just being kind of crazy. Um, Very uncomfortable to watch, but very artistically effective, I would say. He's very committed. He, I don't know whether he's crazy in real life, like outside of when he performs, from watching this, right, at the time. Or does he just do a lot of cocaine, you know, like which he also seems like maybe he does. I don't know. Or it could just be one of those wild guys who's just like super artsy, doesn't care about whatever, and just acts crazy, you know? So, but I like it. It's like on purpose, obviously. But he really commits to it. And the flute playing was just all over the place, like just like and then I heard him sample Camptown Races, da 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 da. So there could have been other samples in there that I missed for all I know. But he's clearly very talented, but he also does some interesting things like he'll like change his technique on the flute. He'll like blow in it or kind of like change, make weird little sounds or try to purposely click the buttons. Like it's not just like the traditional way of playing flute. He uses it in all sorts of ways to make the solo even more varied, I guess is the right word. So I thought that was really cool. And again, I just think it's cool that there was a band that had a flautist who was also a singer, and that they could feature the flute so much as a lead instrument and give it the melody a lot of the time and just feature that and then have the band play under it. I just think that's a very unique sound that a lot of bands couldn't do because they don't have a flute, right? So I think it's cool because a lot of rock bands are just the same five instruments or whatever. And so then to have something else, it's like, oh, that's cool. Or usually if they have all the, two guitars, a bass, a drums, and then they have a keyboard or organ, then the next instrument might be a saxophone, or then they add in a horn section, right? But very rarely do they add in a flute as that sixth instrument, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's a very unique thing. And then only when these orchestra people are doing like full orchestrations during the prog rock era where they're like, oh, let's put in, and then they're going to add strings. Strings are going to come in some kind of prog rock orchestration before flutes, right? So it's just not a very common instrument to see in a rock band, is I guess my point. You're going to see a violin before that. You see violins sometimes. So, well, that was quite an adventure. I think my reaction was quite intense. I mean, it was, I wrote a lot of notes. So hopefully you can read those as I'm going. That's the whole point. I just changed to this dark mode notepad, and then hopefully I can find a window that's even less invasive so that it can be a very seamless experience on my reaction channel. Thank you so much. If you this is where I saw this request. See how it says "My God, Jethro Tull" and the link, and then this is like the tip that the person sent me. I'm gonna mark that green because we just did it, and notice all the green ones I've done. Doesn't that feel so fulfilling? And then the white ones are the ones that I have not finished yet. And so if you want to get on this list, you have to go to my link tree that looks like this and then fill out request form. Okay. And that will be found from the top of my YouTube page, which is going to be here. And it's this link, a link tree and Erica in America. Okay. And you can also search for videos here with this search button. Is there a certain band or genre or decade or whatever, try searching it in there and see if it comes up because I try to tag everything. I have a lot of music from the 60s and 70s, so I may have to separate that eventually, but for now, there's this playlist called 60s and 70s. I think there's a prog rock playlist. But yeah, you can just search things here to find videos. Of course, there's like popular, those are the ones that have the most views. Interestingly, it's Chicago, Procol Harum, Whiter Shade of Pale, Chicago, then the Mission Souls. I mean, they have a lot of, they're Filipino and a lot of Yeah, so they have a big fan base, and then Ren has a big fan base, and then the Beatles after that, and then the Warning, the Beatles. Those are all my top. Those are my top videos, and randomly Player, baby, come back. I didn't realize when I reacted to that was gonna be so big, and then Tool coming in, and that's just 3 weeks ago, already at 13,000 views. So you can kind of see what's popular. Of course, my K-pop Demon Hunters, 104,000 views because that's what all the kids like. I mean, I liked that movie too, ultimately when I saw it. But when I reacted to that in the summer, it was very timely because the movie was a hit all summer. And so that's what I was like, what, 100,000 views? I was like, that's crazy. But, you know, it was an interesting experience. And I would definitely I have to figure out more of like what the kids are listening to these days. All right, which I know because I teach them and they tell me everything. All my little Gen Alpha students, they tell me everything. There's a lot of 6'7", 6'7". Okay, like if they hear 6'7", they like freak out. They all go, "Oh my God, 6'7". Ah, it's from a meme, basically. Okay, I will see you on the next video. Please subscribe. Please put a reaction request if you think of something that I should listen to. Thank you. Bye.